happening.
I'm going up a doop a doo. Dun, 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 dun.
Remember all those videos where you're like, GW's so great, tariffs are happening, and everyone's increasing prices, but look at them, they chose not to. Look how good they are. Look how great these guys are.
This is why being a shill comes back to bite you in the ass, you know?
You were like sort of right for a little while.
I was, yeah.
The real question is, was it in the calendar and they just pushed it?
Yeah, of course.
You think so?
Of course.
You
Yeah,
think it was gonna be last
I think we, to be fair to ourselves, I think we even said that. I think what we said was they're probably waiting.
Yeah.
Because making quick, rash kind of changes when in a very turbulent market with all these, you know, there was a time a month or two ago where it was changing every day.
It was changing.
So it seems now like they've been like, well, it's probably mostly because it seems like the UK did come to an agreement that's somewhat going to be respected long term.
Yeah,
so,
right.
At least in theory.
So, hi everybody. We're going to talk about the price adjustment.
Adjustment, not increase.
It's happening.
Adjustment.
It's always an adjustment.
We only adjust prices. We don't increase them.
Correct.
We massage the numbers.
And I'm not gonna, I'm not allowed to like necessarily show you or what you just have to believe me because we have been retailers have been sent the document of what's happening.
Yep.
It's pretty much. I think they announced it anyway. That it's basically like you have until beginning of October, I believe.
Yeah,
to go and buy all your things at current price and having a look at the document. It's almost everything. I did not see hobby supplies.
I think paints aren't on there again.
They generally, I don't think they've really changed it. They very seldom.
Paints have basically been the same price for almost 10 years.
They've been locked in pretty close,
which is pretty crazy actually.
And actually, again, talking inflation things and whatever, they've been kind of in that $3 to $5 range for like absolutely forever, except for the $9 for the 18 ml jars that the contrast paint thing. Anyway,
well, there was shrinkflation.
There was a shrinkflation.
We do sometimes have shrinkflation. That's true. Yeah.
So, and even Chris was like curious. So, I guess something to get out of the way is generally speaking the adjustment. Is I would say over the years we've had bigger ones. This is a more of a in my opinion a smaller one. Now you can be upset at me or whatever for saying that, but a lot of things are changing by in the $1 to $4 range. +2 here, +1. I saw a lot of +1s, +2. It's like such small. They definitely went with like a wide net here to just kind of if we touch everything a little bit, it'll add up.
Right.
The bigger kits, some of them saw slightly more, more of like a 5 to 8. I don't think anything got a $10. Maybe.
Well, I think you've seen the $20 one on the Kill Team box, right?
That's the biggest one. Right. I think, funny enough, is the price factored in.
Price factored in
number. But I see a lot of on my little sheet here, which I want to show you. Most of them, like you'll find in the characters and the blisters, it's like the smallest increase. They were careful to like. They're like, this is already a $55 guy for one guy, so we're gonna do $1 here or whatever.
So generous, so generous. So. Don't say they never do nothing for you.
Yeah. And then on some, I was just surprised actually. Some of these bigger things, and maybe like this, for example, this thing I'm looking at is terrain. So maybe they were like, okay, terrains are also already slow moving, big ticket items. So we're not.
Were they flat or are they?
What do you mean by
terrain? Were they just like low increase?
Low increase.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this one was a little more, but I don't know. There's a couple that So, I don't know. This isn't really that new of a talking point. We go over that. This happens basically every year.
It used to be, for those of you that are new to the GW hobby, or maybe just couldn't help yourself click on a price adjustment video because it's so spicy or whatever. This used to be every couple of years. And I think honestly,
I mean, going even further back in time, it was more stealth.
yeah.
They would, for a long time, they would just be like, the next new thing or redo was just more.
Yeah,
like
that's
you just
right.
all of a sudden we're like, oh,
Yeah.
like when original $100 and whatever $20 Metal Blood Knights came out in 2005. That was not announced, or
No.
they just were like, here they are, and
Yep.
I was like, what?
Oh.
yeah.
Whoa.
And
Yeah.
how naive I was like, I remember going to the boss and being like, who's gonna buy this?
Yeah.
And then we sold out. So.
And you sold out, yeah.
Because there were Warhammer players who liked
They like miniatures. And...
they liked power.
Oh, I mean, yeah, they made the rules pretty good, so that does help, yeah.
It was a squad of vampire
Strength
lords.
7 lances or
They
whatever.
were, yeah. There was a squad of vampire
It's the characters
lords.
or whatever,
It
yeah,
was
yeah.
pure power. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, they were all metal, which was
They were pretty awful to build.
crazy, yeah.
Two
but
metal horses going together?
It was
like,
insane, yeah.
how does this
Yeah,
fit?
and they were
Yeah.
big chunk guys, but they very good on the table. So
Very good, very good.
yeah,
Yeah, I think you're right, though.
you know.
That's still the way, to be honest, to this day, that GW does the majority of the price increasing.
Yeah.
The stealth price increase,
stealth
right?
price,
So,
yeah.
and you know, as a local shill of GW, I will
Mega
say
shill.
that, and they've traditionally always done this, is they're kind of like, if they were to defend themselves and say like why they do it, is like they are adding a lot more kind of like value to the thing that they're making again, right? So if they're like resculpting the fire dragons,
Yeah.
right? And you put the old fire dragons next to the new fire dragons, and you'll be like, okay, which is the superior product?
Yeah.
Like, okay, we have a superior product now. We should charge more money for it. So, hence an increase, right? So you go from like, God, I don't know, $50 for 5 to $75 for 5, right?
Now, Chris, what about the Dire Avengers? Can we explain that?
Oh, my
I'm putting
God.
Chris on the spot here.
Ooh, yeah. So there was this one time. Dire Avengers used to be a box of 10.
This is like the Victoria Beckham, David Beckham conversation.
That's right through the door.
Yeah.
He's like, tell the truth.
Tell the truth,
Tell
Chris.
the truth.
Tell the
Did you
truth.
grow up working class? Tell the truth.
Yeah.
What did your car? Did your dad drive as a car?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Chris was a manager at the store.
Manager at the store, Young and Lawrence Games Workshop.
Yeah.
You could buy 10 Dire Avengers. One day you could buy 10 Dire Avengers for $44.75, and the next day you could buy 5 for $40. And I have some people that have never forgiven me for that.
yeah, specifically you.
Specifically me, because
Yeah.
you know I made that choice.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I have a friend that brings it up all the time, which is pretty funny. He's like, "What about Dire Avengers?"
What about the Dire?
That was one that was particularly egregious.
That was a special time.
Yeah. So they're mostly not like that.
No.
but
I think
there
that was a bizarre moment. I remember. We've completely lost everyone here. There was an era. I guess you could call it the original like plastic revolution. I assume when the tech really there was a big leap.
Yeah.
And for a little while there, so it you went from having like the only like premium miniatures were the metal ones, and usually they were like $50 to $60 for 5 to 10 of them. And this was 2001 or 2. It was, min wage was like $6.80 or something. It's very expensive. And then in the, I don't know, 06 or 07, they had this revolution where I was gobsmacked when I saw it was like the 5 Dark Elf, New Cold One Riders,
$29.
the Just Goodwin. Like, I literally sculpted a skeleton and then a skin and scales. That's why they look so lifelike. And then they scanned it and made it and all this stuff. And they were under $30. And I was like, what is happening? I
this
couldn't
is
believe
incredible.
It was absolutely unbelievable.
Yeah.
So I feel like that Dire Avenger thing was later on being like, wait a second. Like,
there was a little bit of a comeuppance with those kits that they had like, in their opinion, massively underpriced when they come out.
Yeah.
And you don't see that anymore. Like they don't they don't really like think in terms of what does it cost us to make this. It's more about what's the value we're creating here based on a huge precedent of existing kits, right? Like you have to take a new kit and be like, where does this sit in terms of value compared to what we already offer and sell, right?
Yeah.
And that's one thing, like you said, they changed over the years. They started to look at it and say like, well, yeah, we're making it in plastic now, but it's better. So if we're making 10 great swords, and they're better than the metal ones, and the metal ones cost 35 for 5, 70. Well, shouldn't the 10 plastic ones be at least $70?
That was, so the next one in line, this is like a real trip down memory line. I think the next one that got us was the 10 witch elves.
Was that before or after great swords? Because remember the gold swords thing?
We called them gold swords. Gold swords it was after, because I think those were 60 or 65.
Yeah, I think you're right.
And then we got the $70.
The $70 witch elves were
and we're like, yeah. Beautiful minis.
Yeah,
yeah. It's kind of cute now. You're like, I'll take 10 for 70 now compared to like
bargain prices.
I guess with the price increase, they're probably, I don't have it on the sheet there, but they're probably more.
I mean, that it does tell you how far ahead they were for their time in terms of price, that they didn't jump. Because that's one thing Games Workshop does do, is they realize if they went too high or too low on something, and they will adjust that accordingly. Yeah. So like some things like the Vanguard come to mind from AOS. They started very high, I think, for what they were.
Yeah.
And over the years, they have been touched a little bit by price increases, but they get like the really gentle
I think OG price, I think, is 120 or something like that.
They might be 130 now. Like after 10 years of Age of Sigmar, right? Which is, you know. But
that one got me too. I was like, wow, it's 3 guys. So for those of you still angry, most of you, this is the unfortunately, like with the FOMO doesn't stop. This is the moment now where all these bundles, combat patrols, random army boxes. These things have now just gotten better.
Yeah.
You know, they've they you know, if you're a store, like I guess if you want to look at like on this from our perspective, the like absolute frank truth is we love, well, I don't know, love, but we don't hate price increases, because it basically our entire inventory gets to make us a few extra bucks for a short time.
Right. Yeah.
And it's going to sell anyway. And these little things actually really help a lot. Yeah, it's not like a secret. It makes the combat patrols more worthwhile. It makes all the existing stuff just that much better. And kind of the timing of this one is interesting, because it is actually leading into like technically holidays, like upcoming later in this quarter. And so
it's funny because Games Workshop, a completely different topic. They're kind of like leveraging that right now. In terms of trade. So like they're trying to get stores to buy up and
buy stuff.
They're offering like bundles and things like that, and it's just like
so your local store is in theory gonna hopefully benefit, and you know, if they're we're all like in some precarious spot here or another, it's going to be helpful. So, you know, best thing you can do if you're still going to consume despite the increases is buy from the LGS, because you'll help them out a ton. Like this is obviously me shilling here asking for give me money, but no, really, if you don't want to buy from us, buy from your local guy, because they're gonna. This is like this rare little moment where they get a few extra bucks. There's some extra work. There is labor changing everything over.
Pricing,
and I looked at the thing and I was like, oh, it's an 80 page or whatever, 1,400 item sheet. And I'm like, oh my god.
It's just like doing inventory basically.
It's going to take hours of time. And it can't be really done easily scheduled. It has
you have to do it like right before the
basically,
game,
so.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there's another video released this week about the price of the Tomb World box and how they're pushing the envelope there, and how the market absorbed it just fine. And much like other sectors, which we bring up, like Pokemon Magic and I guess Lego to a degree, I think this will be absorbed as fine as well. I don't think people are going to stop. Boycott anything. Like
I'm going to be the bad guy, okay?
Oh,
I'm going to be the bad guy, because we're getting the back half of the video here.
We are.
It's time to start being a bad guy or whatever.
Mean bad guy, yeah.
I think this is where I always give credit to GW, is like there's not a lot of companies that give people a month notice and give people like the transparency.
True.
You know, I don't remember last time my grocery store was like, make sure you pick up these things, because next month we're increasing this by these things by $1. I mean, we're doing a price increase or whatever, right? You just don't get the notice like that from other companies.
I mean, it's funny how when they fired their social media up like properly in 2016 or 17 with Warhammer Community and Facebook posts and all this junk, that I would say the first like 2 or 3 of these, people were very like, oh, thanks for that. It was actually a positive thing.
There was some,
they were like, you know what, thanks for telling me.
They couldn't believe they were finally talking to them.
I get it, you gotta do it. Yeah, sure. You don't like it, but thanks for telling me.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, well, it is funny. Smaller companies are still afforded that kindness or whatever, you know, because I saw some of the other companies announcing price increases.
Yeah,
and you see the positive comments like, "Yeah, we get it. You know, whatever. It's tough times right now, and tariffs, and you know."
It's a little harder though after the financial report.
Well, there's two minds there where you're like, "Wow, look at all the profit they made," and then you're also looking at the tariffs paid column or whatever. You're like, they probably don't want to pay that.
No,
they probably don't want to pay that.
No, they don't. Once again, buy your GW stock. Get it now. Don't stop buying it because they're doing everything they can to maintain.
Do you think this? It's a silly question, but do you think this like prices anybody out of the hobby? Does this change anything like realistically?
No, I mean it's already the Games Workshop hobby's already been priced in a way for a while that it's either you can or you can't. There's no like no one's sitting there being like, okay, if it goes up $2 more, I'm out. Yeah. You know, it's if you've.
I think there are always people on the fringes that are always looking for that kind of like, you know, that breaking point or whatever.
I think actually,
like, okay, that's enough or whatever,
sure,
or you know, I'm done now. Or
no, I think historically, it's basically non-price increase things that have turned people away the fastest or the most. It's usually edition changes, rule book changes. Meta. It's actually that's the irony. The thing they put their most focus on being the competitive format, balanced data sheets. All of that fosters chasing things, having to adjust and buy more things to flex your army into the new mode, and then you go play and get stomped because it's too complicated or whatever. Like all of that end is what burns people out the fastest. I think it's I don't think it's ever been the price of the minis generally. I think usually people have stories of like, I used to do this and I just, you know, I built and painted this army, and then they changed something in the rules, and then I couldn't play, and you know, and that was it. And you know, usually ask that person, you're like, how many games did you actually play? And they usually say none. But that's besides the point. It's all of that psychology of like, oh, I invested in this thing, and they patched it, and now it's bad. So now and you see in video games, same thing. You might have a favorite, you know, whatever MOBA character or something, and they nuke them, and you're like, oh, you just lose interest. You're like, oh, I dedicated time to studying this, and so it's anytime they screw with they mess with your time quotient.
Yeah, I think messing with people's time and passion is always going to be valued more than their wallet. 100%.
Yeah.
But I think
again, I'll add the one little nugget here. I know this is like a probably useless data point, but watching the guy buy the Warlord Titan at Adepticon with all the arms and accessories and swipe $3,750 USD on their card without emotion at all, told me that it has nothing to do with the you know, I mean, the sales guy was super chipper.
Oh, I mean, he's hiding his under the table, right?
It was a family channel.
Wow.
It's a family channel.
Sorry, I'm gonna have to do an apology video for that one.
He was hiding his excitement.
He's hiding his excitement under the table. Look, I figured this all out, okay? While we've been chatting, I think I've come to the conclusion why everyone should be excited about the price increase. Because we're all terrible people with our money. Mm-hmm. And we've bought way too much Warhammer over the years.
I mean, sure.
I think we just need to all appreciate how much our collection went up in value.
You get to relist, exactly. It's literally, your Magic cards, your Warhammer cards just went up in price.
Keeps going up, baby. Little Warhammer stocks.
You can delist and relist your army on eBay now for an extra 100 whatever bucks.
$100 or whatever, yeah.
You just boom.
And you didn't do anything, and you made some money. Thanks, Papa GW.
Yeah. That is actually this is a good one to end on. That is often very much the thing that I know for some reason no one considers. I was like, which of your other niche or whatever hobbies you dump money in,
Stay high in value. Yeah, no.
Or has fantastic resale value.
To Jay's point, I think everyone's comment homework for this week should be taking the time and writing a comment about why you're grateful that the prices are being adjusted.
Oh my god!
And how it's benefiting you.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. Writing why you hate it. That's easy.
Oh yeah. No,
we need to challenge you.
Challenge you to
write
homework.
something.
Yeah, comment homework.
What a classic assignment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But all jokes aside, it is what it is. Like we nobody likes to pay more for their stuff.
Sure.
Jay and I always go to the place of, because this is just how we've been doing the hobby for nearly 30 years or whatever, which is basically like it was the same when I was 11,
right.
And it's the same when I'm 40. I have this much money I'm allowed to spend every month.
Exactly.
I'd rather not dwell on being upset that I can't get maybe all the things I want.
Right.
I'd rather just be excited about what I can buy, right?
Yeah.
And at least try to enjoy it, right? So, I mean, my spending money doesn't go up every month. It stays the same. It's flat. So, in net terms, I will be able to purchase 3% less Warhammer maybe this year.
Yeah.
But and I say this too, and I don't mean to be condescending by saying it. It's like I have more than 3% wastage a year in terms of what I'm not finishing. So I need to be more efficient, I guess.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. For the like very, 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 very small percentage of people that buy and finish all their models, I suppose.
I will fire a rifle into the sky for those people. I will. God bless them. They're getting less.
Yeah, right.
For those of you that actually stayed and watched the whole video, what do you guys think? Let us know in the comments. We appreciate you staying for the whole time. No, well, it's usually the people that don't watch the whole video that let us. I mean,
they won't even watch the video.
They really let us know.
They'll be like
they'll share some. Yeah,
they'll share.
Look at these guys. I didn't watch the video, but these guys are terrible.
These guys are the worst, and they love price increases.
Oh man. But if you like this, give us a like and a subscribe. It helps us out a bunch. If you really liked it, check out our Patreon where you can engage with us more on a person-to-person level, ask us questions, give us some video topic suggestions. That's where we take that sort of stuff. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Thanks. Bye.
We need a cool sign-off. Like, until next time, blee blah blue.
Blee blah blue blue.